Alright, the engine is where it needs to be. The mounts are tacked in. So you got that situation going on. I'm going to clean that up and box it in. I'm going to pull the motor out so I can fully weld everything. And there's that side. So the engine is now offset where it needs to be. It's pretty darn level. So that's that. I've got it centered on the transmission mount, since that mount is slotted. Just pretty well centered it there. So there's still plenty of room for the distributor. Can twist the whole deal, which is clears the firewall just fine. Oh geez, there's the zoom. And the car's not exactly level, it's about a degree off, and that's about a degree off. So the carburetor should be exactly level in relation to the body. Now the suspension, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to try and have the car level. I'm not going to jack up the rear end or anything, so it should be good. The carburetor flanges on intake manifolds are generally milled at like a 5-degree angle, so that the carburetor will be level when you have your tail shaft housing hanging down to match your pinion angle. So theoretically, I haven't measured it yet, but theoretically the pinion angle is set where it needs to be. So now I'm going to measure for a drive shaft real quick, and then I can pull the motor out, start tearing it down, make sure nothing is cracked. That way I can just order some parts and start zipping it together. So there's still clearance under the oil pan. It's a good amount of clearance there, everything's good. The steering doesn't hit the starter. It was before. Now with it shoved over where it needs to be, it barely clears, so I'll at least be able to roll it around and not have it hitting. I'm still going to change out that rag joint just to give it some more clearance, because I don't really need that binding up. That would suck. And this still needs to be shoved over because it's not sticking out of the firewall straight, so I'm going to have that going on. My brake booster is still too big. Oh geez. Brake booster is still too big, so I'm going to have to find a smaller booster. But that's not that big a deal. So, mounts are now ready to be cleaned up, finished welded in. We're actually making some progress on it.